Hey there, folks. Scott Travis again, back here with my thoughts on the Patriots' 27-16 win over the Steelers on Sunday afternoon. Yes, it wasn't the prettiest game of the season, but we'll take it. And no, I don't want to hear excuses about Ben Roethlisberger being out. We had Tom Brady out for the first 4 weeks of the season, so we can relate, and that's too bad if you're a Steeler fan, because I really don't care. But anyway, let's go over what happened. We had Tom Brady. Had kind of a pedestrian game for him. 19-26, 222 yards, and only 2 touchdowns passing. I mean, for anybody else, it's a great game. For Tom Brady, he could have been sharper. I'm just joking, folks. We're happy to have him. He also threw in 5 rushes for 13 yards. So he shows he's not getting any older. He's 39. Who cares? The guy can play forever as far as I'm concerned. So we're happy with Brady's performance. Rob Gronkowski was held in check, only 1 catch in the first half. He ended up with 4 catches for 93 yards and a touchdown overall. Julian Edelman, a little bit of a questionable game, had a couple of drops, had a fumble, but he ended up with 9 catches for 60 yards. Didn't get in the end zone, but that's okay. Still had a solid Julian Edelman game. James White picked up a receiving touchdown. LeGarrette Blount got the job done on the ground once again against his former team this time, who he had a little extra motivation. He ended up with 25 rushes for 127 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground. So that was a good outing for him. Like I said, overall, we had some fumbles. It was kind of a messy game. Edelman fumbled on a play, on a punt. We had Chris Hogan fumbled on a reception. It wasn't the most sharp, clean game that we would like to see out of our Patriots. Stephen Gostkowski again, maybe cause for concern, I would say, at this juncture. Missed another extra point, but you got to give him the benefit of doubt because it was at Heinz Field. The bottom line, the Steelers, Mike Tomlin, horrendous head coach, challenges a Gronk catch. Everybody in the stadium and watching on television throughout the world knew it was a catch. He's sending his kicker out to kick a 54-yard field goal. What are you doing? He's punting the ball with a little over 5 minutes left, down 11 points. I don't know. Mike Tomlin, excuse maker, one of the worst head coaches I've ever seen in the NFL. So, what do we get out of all this? Well, the bottom line is the Patriots are 6-1. They're the first team in quite a while, only the third in the modern NFL era, to have the first 7 games with no interceptions, and we've gone through Jimmy Garoppolo, Jacoby Brissett, and Tom Brady as our quarterbacks, 206 attempts, no interceptions. That comes down to the scheme, that comes down to the coaching, that comes down to the performance of the players, obviously. But my point being, the Patriots are far and away the best team in the NFL. There isn't even anybody in the conversation, and it's going to come down to if they don't win the Super Bowl, then we're going to be asking questions, what happened? Because this NFL is horrendous. Nobody can play football. Teams that you think, if you're picking games, like I like to pick games, home teams are losing to worse teams that are even worse, that are visiting teams. It's insane. But anyway, my point being, Steelers, I feel bad for you. If you're a fan of the Steelers, you gotta like look at yourself and say, what the hell are we gonna do with this Mike Tomlin as our coach? He's horrendous. He can't manage the clock. He challenges ridiculous. And at the end of the game, he threw his kicker under the bus. He doesn't say, like, when the Patriots do lose a game, which almost never happens, Bill Belichick will say we got outplayed and we got outcoached. Mike Tomlin doesn't ever admit that. Because he's Mike Tomlin. He's perfect. This is the same guy who looked at the Jumbotron and then got on the field and interfered with an actual play that Jacoby Jones was running back for the Ravens on a kick return. But, other than that, Mike Tomlin sucks. I can't sugarcoat that. But anyway, here's where we're at heading into next week. First of all, the Buffalo Bills beat the Tom Brady-less Patriots 16-0 in Foxborough, and then they shot their mouths off and said, oh my God, we're awesome. Oh my God. No, you're not. And you're going to get destroyed Sunday, 1 o'clock in Buffalo, Orchard Park, New York. Tom Brady, The New England offense, everything we have is coming to bear on you, Rex Ryan, and your hapless little team. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be Tom Brady. We're going to light it up. It's going to be 2007-ish. We're going to just score on every drive. We're going to do whatever we want because you beat us when we were without Brady, and then you shot your mouths off. And because you're Rex Ryan, you're going to get out-coached by Bill Belichick. We know that. Okay. Well, that's all I got, folks. I want to thank everybody again who follows me on Facebook, the Scott Travis Sports News page, and on YouTube, obviously, where I like to post these to start with, and then they move on. And on Twitter, I'm at Scott Travis SN. Thank you very much. Go Patriots, 6-1, heading into Buffalo. I like our chances, obviously. I'll be playing all Patriots in my DraftKings and picking New England. Absolutely. I mean, there's no doubt. Thanks for watching. I'll be talking to you guys soon, right after the Buffalo victory. Take care.